actually be a way out of the crisis and the challenges that we have. Because look, Charles, if we've had Bello Bodejo, who is the president of the Mieti Allah, association, Cattle Breeders Association, who was charged with terrorism, and he had his terrorism charges quashed recently, why can't we look for a political solution to this? We also had Sunday Igboho, who was having the Yoruba Nation agitations. And, I mean, we could see how that issue was taken off. Now, the issue at stake now is why that of Nnamdi Kanu continues to linger. And it beggars to believe, when one begins to see the attitude of the Nigerian authorities to what is happening in the Southeast region. That's why sometimes myself and others continue to question the sort of lamentation strategy by the Chief of Defense Staff, General Christopher Musa, when he keeps lamenting that until Simon Ekpa, for example, the factional leader of ipob, is brought into Nigeria,
that the guy in Finland.
In Finland, that it can't be stopped and all of that. The issues are bigger than Nnamdi Kanu and Simon Ekpa. These are issues of injustices, grievances. I would have heard elder statesman Chief Edwin Clark say not quite long ago when he turned 97 that one of the things that should be done is to assess the grievances of the country and see how those issues can be settled through restructuring, through good governance, and for the federal government to give certain powers to the component parts of the federation so that these issues can be resolved. The issue is not necessarily Nnamdi Kanu. The issue is not necessarily Simon Ekpa, but those in authorities have failed to actually take a critical look as to what is making these agitations, secessionist groups to actually spring up, including in the incumbent president's region, over and over.
Yeah,
that's a good point.
There
needs to be a new strategy, and that strategy is more politically inclined than military inclined.
That's a good point.
We've been wasting bullets, guns, ammunition, and everything, and this issue hasn't stopped.
I think it is time to let the federal government know that holding Nnamdi Kanu is fueling Biafra agitation the more, because they thought or they believe that by holding this man that they can quench the Biafra agitation. But opposite is the case, because there are some questions I want people to answer. For example, when the likes of that Mieti and leader, Sunday Igboho, when they were released, 50 House of Rep did not write to Tinubu. Edwin Clark did not ask Tinubu to release them. Niger Delta group, different group, Middle Belt group, did not ask Tinubu or Buhari to release them. But recently, everyone is agitating and calling for the release of Nnamdi Kanu. And federal government is not making the move to release him. The court did not release Sunday Igboho. The court did not free even when they show. The court did not free Mieti and leader. The court did not free what is it called? I forgot the name. There is another Islamic group like that was arrested. Their leader was arrested. Court did not free all of them. And Nnamdi Kanu is the only person a competent court discharged and acquitted. Yet he is the only person that has not been released. I think all this later they are writing to federal government, it is becoming unnecessary. Let it not be, it seems that they are begging them to release Nnamdi Kanu. For me, this is not about the issue of, begging. It's the issue of standing to what you believe in. It's the issue of standing to what is right, what you are entitled to, what social justice determines that federal government ought to do. Because you can't release people that the court did not free because you have the privilege, and someone that the court has set free, you refuse to release him. Anyway, I think it is the fear of Nnamdi Kanu that is making the federal government to delay his release. But you know what? What they are afraid of is already upon them. I know that Nnamdi Kanu is genuine because I know the stories of so many people who used to agitate before. They will come, some of them they bribe them, some of them they have negotiation. We are not going to arrest you and detain you, but stop the agitation, they will stop. But on the case of Nnamdi Kanu, it's totally different because the man knows what he's doing and he knows what he wants. And what baffles me is that a lot of people, not only people from the Southeast, so many people from across the nation now understand the reason why the agitation is very important, because collectively, all these politicians just want to punish people in this geographical area called Nigeria. Because people today now are suffering. If you have, this familiarity with streets, you will know what is going on in different parts of the country. But you know what? The Nigerians are even saying that they want to disintegrate. They want to secede. They want to go in their separate ways. And even so many people from Middle Belt are also calling that they want to join the Biafra people.
So for me, Biafra, I think is a good thing. I never heard about the people of Biafra killing people
kidnapping people. I never heard about the people of Biafra doing evil, but I know that Fulani are doing evil, and I know that some of the Hausa join them to do that evil. But I believe that there are some Hausa people that are good. They want a good life. Because even the Hausa, as I'm talking, they have been depressed. The Fulani depressed them. But now their eyes is opening. They began to understand that the Fulani are the one controlling the major resources of this country, which is not supposed to be done. These resources of this country should be controlled by the people of Nigeria. But since Nigeria is not working, let Biafra take place and let the Nigerian government release Nnamdi Kanu. Nnamdi Kanu is not a terrorist. Nnamdi Kanu, we know, is a person who is standing for righteousness and justice, and which we want in this country. Because the leaders of this country, as I talk to you right now, there is nothing like righteousness in them. They only deceive the media. They will just come to the media, they will talk that they have built this, they have built that, but we have seen nothing. Nothing has been built. Our life is always going backward instead of going forward. We don't have anything like Nigerian dream. There is no any dream in this land. The only dream we have is the children of the elite, the children of the politician. They are the only one that are enjoying life, and with some people that they will just give them small shikini money, and those people, their eyes, they are blind to see. They continue to support the evil government. So I don't think this country is working as I speak to you. Biafra for me, it's a good movement, and even majority part of the middle belt would like to be part of the Biafra, because they believe that Biafra are people who are not harming people. They are people who want to see that this country will work, and that is exactly what the people of Middle Belt want. We want this country to work. I know there are some politicians in the Middle Belt, because they are part of the corruption. They will not like this movement. We are not with the politicians. They are for themselves, we are for ourselves, and we are supporting the Biafra, and we will stand for Biafra, and we will do whatsoever it is. That is why I'm calling all the Igbo and all the good people around the world, from Europe, Asia, all around the world, support this movement called Biafra. Let this Biafra stand, because Nigeria is not working. Nigeria is not working. They have already twisted this country in a way that life is not going to be good for us. So it is better for a movement like the Biafran to come up. And I would like, even if the Igbo will adopt me to be part of them, for me, I think it's okay. It is better for them to adopt me to be part of them. And with with the majority from the Middle Belt, they would like to be part. We would like to be together.
So are you saying that the Middle Belt, in case it will not want to be part of Hausa Fulani country, that the Middle Belt are looking forward to join Simon Ekpa and Nnamdi Kanu if Biafra comes? I'm
telling you, Middle Belt will love to join Simon Ekpa. They will love that more than being with Hausa Fulani. We know what the Hausa Fulani did to us in Plateau State and in Benue. And even in Kaduna, you go to Nasarawa, some of those states, we know what they have done to us. How they came to, even people used to think that Kaduna belongs to Fulani. No, Kaduna is not for Fulani. They just came, they conquer, they take the emir, they put out their emir. If you go to Kaduna, you will see the true children of Kaduna. They just come and they take over the land. And that is exactly what they want to do in Benue. They want to do that in Taraba. They want to do that in Plateau State. So why are we going to join ourselves with people that want to kill us? We rather join ourselves with people that want us to survive, that want us to live a good life, that wants us to live a freedom life. It is better you live with a person that will love to see you doing good than to live with a person that day by day is haunting your life. And the people of the far north, some of the, even though it's not all of them that are evil, but most of their leaders, they don't want to hear this. We need to talk about this. Their leaders, they are the problem we are having in the north. Leaders of the north, they are the problem we are having. If Nigeria will become great today, then they need to restructure, which they don't want to restructure. They need to give their children good life. If you see the north, poverty is ravaging the north. The north is crying. Majority in the north are suffering. So you can see that the problem is from the leader of the north. So,
in the northern part of the country, and if it happens to Nigeria breaks today, and we still know that there are Biafrans in the north currently now, Igbos in the north, we call them Biafrans in the north.
Yes.
You know, what will happen to northern Nigeria if Biafra not succeed from Nigeria? Are you looking, because if Igbos leave the north, how would the north look like?
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. If Biafra happened to take place, there the citizens of the north will understand that the northern leaders are the problem. They are the one that caused a problem to them in this country. They are the one that refused them to have a social life. Because as you can see, in the north, there is nothing like social life. Even some Biafra, you will see, like in Kano, you hear that during Ganduje regime, he has to lock some Biafra, and not only lock, but they have to destroy the beer, destroy everything. So you can see social life, which people are supposed to have it, they don't want people to have a social life.
So are you saying the social life they're having now is Biafrans that is giving the north some level of exposure and social life? The people without Biafrans in the north, no social life in the north.
Yes, social life. There are some good people. There are some good people too in the north, and there are some. We all know that the Igbo people are social people. In fact, any state that you go and you don't see an Igbo person, then you should know that that state is not a place to be, because everywhere you go you see Igbo people, and Igbo life, the Igbo people, they always come with social things. They come with business, they come with things that will move the states. That is what they do. But if you see the leaders in the north, they are not encouraging most of those things, because even money for the people to have those things, instead of elevating the life of the people so that they can have that social life, they will not do that. They rather embezzle the money, take it to America, keep it in America, which by the grace of God, if Trump comes, he will do a miracle that he will send their money back to Africa, and he will really do something that they don't know what it's going to be. Only if Trump comes, I believe that will happen, because Biden for me is not a person who will look to the well-being of people, because as I speak now, Biden for me is a corrupt president, and I would love Trump to come back. If he comes back, I believe America will be greater, because America now is a third-class citizen. It's no longer a first-class citizen. America is a third class. Biden has already collapsed the system, and if they leave him, he will cripple everything. Thank you.
In Nigeria and in Lagos State, we have seen people saying that Igbos, if they release Nnamdi Kanu, the North will declare their own caliphate, and Nigeria, they are threatening Tinubu that they should not release Nnamdi Kanu, and people all over the world are saying Tinubu must release Nnamdi Kanu. Why is Nigeria afraid of releasing Nnamdi Kanu?
The people that are afraid to release Nnamdi Kanu, they understood that this movement is going to really change the life of many people. In fact, it's going to open the eyes of the Nigerians, because it's a man that I believe he wants people to see prospects. But you see, those people that they don't want him to release, that they want to have their own caliphate. I'm telling you, even if they have their own caliphate, they are a problem to themselves. That is what I want you to know. The Northern are a problem to themselves. They are the problem of this country. If you ask me who is the problem, who brought problem in this country, the Northerners have to forgive me. I have to say it, because I too am from the North. They are the problem of this country. They do not want anything good for this country. The only thing that they want for this country is kidnapping to get ransom. And kidnapping, a man that kidnaps is supposed to be killed. So you can see that those leaders that are kidnapping, they are supposed to be killed. If we have to go to the book of, to the law of God, to the law of Moses, those people are supposed to be killed. But because Jesus Christ came and he have already softened the law, he has bring a new commandment. So they are not supposed to be killed, they are supposed to be jailed. So you can see that they are just walking around up and down, continue to do continue to harm the life of many innocent Nigerians, and nobody is saying anything, nobody is doing anything, because they believe God is not seeing them. They believe nobody can do anything to them. But one thing I always tell them, that everything you are doing, there is a repercussion for it. If you do good, there is a repercussion for it. If you do bad, there is a repercussion for it. It will surely come back to you. So whether they like it or not, the bad thing they are doing, the evil they are doing is coming back, and it will harm them. whether they like it or
yes,
not.
how do the middle belt see Nnamdi Kanu, Biafra? Talking about Gowon and Dajuma, who fought against Biafra now. How do they see the middle belt? Would they switch allegiance, possibly, if Biafra comes? It looks like they are beginning to have a kind of regret because the middle belt are being killed.
You see, if you meet those two people, Danjuma, and if you meet Gawang, I'm telling you, they will rather be with the Biafrans than to be with the people that will continue to kill their people. I'm telling you this, if they should speak, if they should be in the media, and if they should bring out a word from their heart, because there is no man would like to see his people being killed. No man would like to see his people being killed. And that is exactly what they are doing in Taraba, in Plateau State, in the Middle Belt. Even the Fano, they do not leave their self, you can see. And sometimes, what is going on sometimes is because, like the one that is happening in some part of Nigeria, because some of the houses are Christians, then they don't want those people to even have the small enjoyment that they are having there. They have depressed the Christian, the Hausa Christian, they have depressed their life. They don't have a voice to speak as I'm talking to you. But I believe that that evil that they have sown is coming back to haunt them, and good thing will surely come to this country. Whether Nigeria splits or Nigeria did not split, one thing I want you to know, that good people will come and they will rule this country, and people will see a dividend of democracy. Thank you.
On one more note, you mentioned Donald Trump. Do you think that Donald Trump he will support Biafra? From the way you are talking, you have so much love for Donald Trump. Does he have any connection with liberation of the Middle Belt and, of course, Biafra? In your mind?
On my own understanding, Donald Trump, which I believe is a straightforward person, he's not a politician, he's not a person who will promise you heaven on earth. We have seen, even though I'm not in America, but I have seen what he has done to America, how he came, he cut the tax. He cut the tax in America, and he has given people work more than what did they call him, Obama, more than Clinton, more than those people. So Donald Trump is a person, when he speaks, even when they talk that they will move the embassy of Israel to Jerusalem, they have talked, Obama talked, George Bush talked, they could not do anything. But when Trump came on board, he had to move it, and nobody can say a word. So Donald Trump will support every movement that is good. I believe he will support movement that is good. He's not going to be like Joe Biden. Joe Biden is supporting the evil that is going on even in Nigeria. So Joe Biden, if Joe Biden come back, then the evil will continue. But by the grace of God, he's not going to come back. He's not going to come back.
Paul, how would you describe Igbo, Biafra in Nigeria? How would you describe that race? How do you describe Igbo, Biafra in Nigeria? How would you look at them? Who are they?
If you look at the Biafrans, these are people who believe that they need to have their independence, they need to have their own country of their own. And which is not bad, is good. Because we have seen people that fought to get their independence, like the former president of this African country, South Africa, Nelson Mandela. Yes, he fought and he won. So also, I know it's not going to be easy for the Biafra, but they should keep their faith, and they should believe, and they should unite, and they should come together. I'm telling you, nothing is impossible when they agree, when they come together. And Igbo people, I believe, I stay with Igbo people. Igbo man will come and make his business, that's all. He doesn't want anybody to play with his business, which is very, very good. The reason why many business is suffering is because you open a business and your brother will come and be doing anyhow. But I like the way Igbo man do. Even his brother, when he wants something, he has to buy it. If he wants to help his brother, he will help his brother. That's the way he lives his life, and which is good. Thank you.